with you and to make sure that we are ready for second grade. And guys, let me tell you, I have a song in my heart this morning. I have this electric slide song. You hear it? You guys know this one? I have that song in my heart. So I can't wait till we get through our math. Today I'm gonna put that video on, give us a moment to dance and wake up and make sure we're active. So please make sure you're giving me the very best of you so that we can get a chance to hear that together. Our explore problem says, Chris has 12 books on his bookshelf. He got 9 more from the library. How many books does he have now? Explain how you solved using equations. I began thinking about how I can find the most important details by thinking of the amounts and the actions. I circled 12 and 9 to show what's happening in the problem. Now I want you to try to solve it using your best strategies. You have 2 minutes to show your best work to make it good. Serena, that is not you doing your math work. Please sit down and show me your best first grade best. Fatumata showing me her best first grade self. So is Austin. Good job, Austin. Angelo's hard at work. Don't forget, good mathematicians are so nice they do it twice. So if you did one strategy well, show me another way. Yair, make sure we can see you. Jace solving your problem. You did it one way, try a second. Tyler?
I can't find the explore problem.
It's right. It's the first page in math. So close your packet and open it again. It should be the very first pages.
Okay.
Does your packet say packet 1, 330 on it? Show it to the camera.
Yes.
Okay, so it should be the first page.
Tyler, that's homework. It needs to say classwork.
Thank you for catching that, Miss Upchurch.
Thank you, Miss Archer.
Okay. Maria. Rita, what's happening in this problem?
What's happening in this problem is that Chris has 12 books on his bookshelf. He got 9 more from the library. How many books does he have now?
What equation matches that problem?
12 books plus 9 in the library equals question mark.
Nice job. Scarlett, how did you solve the problem?
I solved the problem by putting 12 plus 3 equals 15. Then 15 plus 3 equals 18. Then 18 plus 3 equals 21. Then my answer was 21 books.
Scholars, let me show you Scarlett's unique way of solving. Scarlett took 9 and she broke 9 up into 3, 3, and 3. 9 has 3 threes. So then she said 12 plus 3 equals 15. 15 plus 3 equals 18. And 18 plus 3 equals 21. Scarlett's math sense allowed her to notice that she can see that 9 is made up of 3 threes. Say you go, Scarlett. Give a thumbs up. It's likely that you guys solved this a different way. Jackson, how did you solve this problem?
I solved this problem, but I could have solved this problem by, instead of like putting numbers together in equations, you can have solved like you can put 12 and then you can have counted up to 21.
Can you show us that?
12, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
And what was your answer?
21.
Very good. So we saw 2 scholars do 2 different jobs, 2 different strategies, and get to 21. I had some here that I planned for you. I'm noticing that if your pencil is moving, it is unlikely that you're able to focus on what we're showing. The first strategy I thought we might use is called using just representing your number with base 10 blocks. I realized that 12 is the same as saying 10 and 2. Then I knew I wanted to add 9. I can make the rest of 10 with 8 and 1 more. So when I looked at my cubes, I realized I had 2 complete 10 sticks and 1 left. 10, 20, 21. This exact same work is represented with these tens frames. I showed that I had 12. You can see the circles are showing 12. And then I used X's to add up the 9. And I ended up having 1 extra. At the end of that, 10, 20, 21 again. Wow, look, this paper alone shows you 3 different strategies. Adding in Jackson, that's 4 different strategies. You guys are starting off your morning with superstar status. Look at you second grade selves. I can't wait to sing and dance with you. Because you gotta see it. It's electric. Boogie, oogie, oogie, oogie. If I were to do equations to match both of these works, it would say, well, if you have 12, you can add 8 to make 20. And if you really needed to add 10, you add 1 more to make 21. Even though Scarlett's work was really cool, adding to a 10 is the easiest way. Look at guided practice number 1. It says, Catherine baked 19 cookies for her class. She baked 5 more cookies for her family. How many cookies did she bake in all? I started by undercircling the most important details. I know that's the amount in the action. So I know I have 19 and 15. And because it says that she made how many cookies she baked in all, I know this problem wants me to put these numbers together. Zachariah, what equation matches this work?
19 plus 5 equals question mark.
You missed a really important part of getting ready to be your best mathematician self, Zachariah. You didn't include any of your labels. Try again.
19 cookies plus 5 more equals question mark in
Great job.
all.
Let's take 2 minutes to solve this problem. Remember, I'm looking to see how well prepared you are for second grade. I'm checking to see if you're remembering to use lots of different strategies that show your knowledge of tens frames, of 10. Your equations on the bottom show 3 different ways you may have put these numbers together. Which was the smartest way to put these together? Austin, what strategy are you going to use?
What strategy I'm going to use is counting forwards
How will you do that?
by putting 19 in a bubble and then put 5 squares.
Okay. I wonder, what is the closest 10 to 19? Sergio, what group of 10 is closest to 19?
Which group of 10 is closest to 19 is 20?
I wonder if knowing that 19 and 20 are so close together can help you write equations that show that work. 30 more seconds. Which superstar am I choosing? Miss Wisniewski just let me know that Jace looks like a second grader. Go, Jace. Yes, Miss Khan, Nashley does look amazing. Okay, scholars. Now it's time for somebody to show me that they, oh, sorry, that's not turning off, that they are a second grade superstar. Who's ready to show this work? Sebastian's hand is up in the air. Go, Sebastian.
How I start is I put 1 10 stick and put 9 ones, and then I subtract 5 because
Wait, hold on a second. So our equation, if you look at my work here, said 19 plus 5, because it said Catherine baked 19 cookies for her class and she baked 5 more. Were you supposed to subtract?
no.
So sometimes we need to make sure that we're looking very carefully at our problems and writing equations that match. Otherwise, you might accidentally subtract. Leah, support us. How did you solve this problem?
I saw this problem by putting 12. I solved this problem by putting 19 and then put 5 circles in the side and count them all together.
Can you show us your work, please?
Hmm,
Showing us your work means picking it up and putting it on the camera so we can see it.
okay.
Leah, is your work done the way you just said it was? Leah? Sorry, that's disappointing. Who's a second grade superstar who can show us their work? Cameron, show us your work. Explain what you did to solve.
First I put 19 in a bubble, and then I counted up. Then I counted up to 24, and I got the answer 24.
I thought of 2 different ways that we can show this. Put your pencils down, eyes forward, up. So I realized that if you use 10 frames, you might put 1 10 and 9 1. That makes 19. 19 only needs 1 more to make 20. And then 5 has 4 more. I looked at my work and realized, well, that means I have 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Looking at this work helped me figure out which equation best matched. I had 3 sets of equations to look at. I realized that 19 plus 1 equals 20 and 20 plus 4 equals 24 is the work I did. It's also the one that showed how to get to a 10. None of the other ones showed how to get to a 10, so I knew they were wrong. Scholars, now it's time for you to continue this work. For each problem, I want you to show me your mathematician's best work by making sure you're investing in each one, demonstrating your mathematician's plan, and writing an answer with the unit. You're gonna go with your group now and come back in about 15 minutes. It is your job to show your best work. Ms. Khan, can we go to our groups, please? Thank you.
It's quick. The match.
Okay, those who are here, we are starting with question number 1. Everyone should be on their independent practice. Amelia, something should have popped up on your screen for you to join. Okay, question number 1 says solve using 10 frames. I definitely want to see everyone using their 10 frames. 8 plus 4 equals? 8 plus 4 equals? Amelia, something should have popped up on your screen for you to join your breakout room. Please hit join. Thank you. Once you are done with question number 1, move on to question number 2. Question number 2 says, solve using 10 frames. 18 plus 5 equals. For this question, you can either use your 10 frames or you can draw out your 10 sticks. Solve 18 plus 5 equals. Mamadou, I need you in your chair. Sebastian, I need you in your chair. We are going to move into question number 3. Question number 3 says, Kara has 17 markers in her art supply box and 9 paintbrushes. How many markers and paintbrushes does she have? Please make sure you write a labeled equation. I'm going to call on one of you to tell me your equation. Siphon, what is my equation for question number 3?
The question is 17 plus 9 equals question mark, and 17 represents the markers and 9 represents the paint.
Shout out to you for giving me those labels without me asking. Let's see what way we can solve this question. I definitely want everyone to show their work in about 30 seconds. I'm going to have you all show me your paper on screen. Nicholas, please sit down. Yes, Nashley?
So, what's on the but are we going to do number 2?
We already did number 2. I already said number 2. Make sure you're with me. Okay, you have about 10 more seconds, and then I want everyone to show me question number 3 to the camera. And show me your paper in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Sebastian, pick it up a little bit. Okay. All right, Nasha, I need to see your paper. Mohammedan, Musa, and Jael, I need to see your paper as well. Mohammedan and Jael. Okay, put it back down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Please make sure your answer has your units as well. Okay, please put your pencils down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I know we're not done. We're going to go over question number 3 together. Looking to see that everyone's there. Fatima and Siphon, pencils are down. Thank you. Fatima is now a warning. Put the pencil down. Okay, For question number 3, we need to show what number should we start with first. Let's see. Zulia, what number should I start with first?
17.
Absolutely. I need to start with 17 first because it is the bigger number. I'm going to go ahead and show 17 using my 10 blocks. I have 10 and I have 7. Kingston, how many more am I adding?
You are adding 9 to 17.
Exactly. I'm adding 9 to 17. Now, I need to go back and make sure that I'm adding on to the 7. How many more do I need to add on to make it a 10 stick? Fatu?
You need more to
How
fill.
many more do I need to add on to 7 to make it a 10 stick?
You need to add to 7 is
These are our 10 facts. There we go. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Now that I've added 3, I know this is now a 10. But I still have a part left. So out of my 9, I've only added 3. How many more do I need to add now? How many more do I need to add now? Let's see. Abubakar.
Now you had to add 9.
But so let's see. Let's go back. 1, 2, 3. Out of my number 9, I've already added 3 of it. How many more is left to add? What is 9 minus 3? How many more is left to add?
6.
There we go. Now I'm going to add 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to make sure that I don't add a double. I use 3 out of my 9 to make it into a 10 stick. Let's go back and count to make sure that I have all 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I do 17 plus 9? I need to see agree or disagree. Fatu is there. Leah is there. Kingston is there. Amazing. Now I need to, so I know my answer is 26, but now I need to see which equations explain how I solved. I need to make sure my equations show me working through this problem. So I started with 17. Remember, when we're using our equations, we're always trying to get to that 10. What is my 10 here? 17 plus what equals what? Siphon, can you work me through my equations?
17 equals
Freeze for a second. I want you to go back to what we did. We did 17 plus what first?
17 plus 3 equals 20.
There we go. That's our first 10 that we found. 17 plus 3 equals 20. But now I need to keep going. How many more did I add? 20 plus, how many more did I add?
20 plus 6 equals 26.
There we go. Remember, my middle needs to equal my second number. These are the equations I use. Let's go back and see which one matches. Sebastian, which one matches? A, B, or C?
What one matches is 17 plus 3 equals 20.
Which one is that? A, B, or C?
B.
There we go. Remember, I use my bigger number, got to my next 10, which is 20 here, and then added the rest. 20 plus 6 equals 26. My middle equaled my second number. Go ahead and continue working. We're on question number 4. Question number 4 says 17 scholars in UCLA like orange juice. 8 scholars like apple juice. How many scholars like orange and apple juice? Make sure You write your labeled equation. Shout out to Giles for working. Shout out to Amelia. Make sure you show your work using equations. I definitely want to see you working towards that 10. Question number 5. Crystal made $25 on from babysitting and $9 from a lemonade stand. How much money does she earn? Make sure you include your labeled equation. This question is also looking for those equations. What equations did you use to help you solve? Remember, we're always working towards that 10. As we're all coming back together, remember it is your responsibility to finish any question that you have left. It seems we only have question number 6.
We are just waiting for one group to come back. Please put your pencils down. If you did not finish something, Fatima, my love, what are you doing? Sit down, please. This is math time. Okay, scholars, I asked you to put your pencils down. Dylan, I still see a pencil moving. JL, I still see a pencil moving. JL, you still have a pencil moving. I'm asking for pencils to be down. Scholars, today you worked on some important math skills. You worked on being the best mathematician, focusing on what's happening in the problem, and writing equations that matched your work. Each one of your teachers noticed that you were doing your best work and found a math star that just shows that to us. In my math group, my math star is Cameron. Cameron made sure he was paying attention the whole time. He was prepared not only to answer his questions, but any questions I asked. Ms. Khan, who is your math star? You're currently muted. There you go.
My math star was definitely Abubakar. He was showing his absolute best and making sure that he was adding his labels.
Ms. Wisniewski?
Playing off of that, my math was Klaus. I forgot to put a label on my answer, and Klaus was able to catch it as well as make sure he was labeling every single portion of his work.
And Ms. Upchurch?
Mine was Jacob. He helped us understand how to use the equations to get to the nearest 10. He was really listening to your model.
Nice job. We're going to go separate back into groups in a minute so that we can check our homework. But before that, everybody get up from your seat. I told you I had a song in my head, and I definitely want us to enjoy it together. Hey, I also just noticed that my window closed and that I no longer have it set up the way I did. That's okay. It'll take 30 seconds to get it back. One. Okay, that's not the one I had. So sorry, guys. Ah, Oh, it's an advertisement. That's pretty good.